You thought about getting rid of your Maschine Plus, huh? I know you did. I ain't gonna lie. Thought ran through my mind not too long ago. But then Native Instruments said that they're gonna do some updates. I ain't gonna lie, it took a little while. But hey, Native Instruments kept their promise. Bolo! All right, so the new Maschine Plus 3.3.1 update is now available. And even though this did take a little while, Native Instruments did keep their promise. Now, what I am going to say is this is not like this huge, superly overdrawn, blown out update. It's not that. However, they did do a few things for the Maschine Plus to make it better. I know a lot of y'all were thinking, oh, it's going to be a new unit. I told y'all a long time ago it wasn't going to be a new unit. That might not happen for a while. However, with this update and most likely a few other updates, they're going to make the Maschine Plus a little bit better. You know, they're pretty much just going to work with what we have. Now, if you guys are interested in getting a Maschine Plus or a Maschine MK3 or the Maschine Micro, make sure you guys go ahead and click my link in the description and head over to Zounds.com. Zounds has those products on the site, and they have a whole bunch of stuff on the site that does not require a credit or background check, meaning you can just order it, they will ship it to you, and then you can just use it and pay monthly installments on the items. All you have to do is have a credit or debit card hooked to the account. So if you guys are looking to get a machine or just anything for your studio, make sure you guys go ahead and click my link in the description and head over to Zounds.com right now and get you some gear today. So what's the big thing about this update? Well, the Maschine Plus now runs the Maschine 3.3.1 engine, which is basically the same software as the desktop version. That means it comes with the same shared feature sets as the desktop, and basically this will get this machine ready for future updates that can now work with the hardware and the software as well. And then now with this update, when you have certain projects on the Maschine Plus, you'll be able to open them up on the desktop as well, and then take desktop projects and open up on the Maschine Plus, and you won't be missing too much stuff like that. Because as we all know, going from standalone to the desktop is cool, but then sometimes coming from the desktop to standalone, you might have some issues. So this kind of makes things a little bit better, especially coming from the computer to the standalone. Now, another feature that they added to the Maschine Plus is bounce in place. Yeah, I know it took a little while for this to happen, but we finally have bounce in place on the Maschine Plus. So if we actually have some VSTs that are CPU intensive and they're very heavy on the Maschine Plus, we can go ahead and just bounce them in place and they will be audio. That way we can save our RAM and our CPU on our Maschine Plus. Now, the cool thing about this is you can bounce individual plugins or you can bounce full groups. Now, bounce in place, it is real easy to do. All you have to do is make a sound, and then from there, hit the pad mode tab. Once you're in pad mode, all you have to do is press shift. Then you'll see bounce come up, and then all you have to do is press button number 6, and that's pretty much it. Now, one thing to note, when you do bounce the track, that's it. There's no more MIDI, no more nothing. It's just gonna be an audio file for you to use, okay? You're gonna have to use your sampler tools to kind of get it sounding the way you need to sound. So just remember that. And just to throw another nugget out there for you, the reason why they're doing this bounce in place is because they're gonna be doing some updates to Contact 8, and there will be some Play Series stuff coming to the Maschine Plus very soon. So the next thing is the bass synth has got upgraded as well. It has a new second oscillator, detune, and mix controls. And there's now a glide toggle inside of the mixer UI. Now for the bass synth, some of you guys don't really know where the bass synth is because it's kind of like a hidden sound. All you simply have to do is make a new track and then just press where your toggle wheel is right there. Just press down on that. Then the menu will pop up on the right-hand side. Just go all the way down till you see bass synth. And there it is. And there's a poly synth there too. Now, another thing that they added in the Maschine Plus is custom chord mode. This was previously not in standalone, but they have it in standalone right now. To get into the user chords, all you simply have to do is create a sound and then just press keyboard. And the user chords will pop up on the screen and just press button number 4. And then you can get into the user chords. And you can transfer your chords that you made on your computer over to the Maschine Plus. Another thing they added is custom tempo per scene. So you can change up your tempos per scene if you want to do that. So it's pretty cool. I've never really done it like that, but I know some of you guys do it. But, you know, you can change your tempos per scene. Now, if you want to change the tempo of a scene, just go into your scene selection, hit shift, scene tempo will pop up, and that'll be button number 4 to press. And then from there, you can change the scene tempo. Now, another cool thing that came with this update is the Maschine Plus is now fully compatible with the new MK3 keyboard controllers by Native Instruments, okay? Now, I will have to say this. They do work with the boards. They work with them. They do a few things. However, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I'm not totally impressed with how they work with the new boards. Now, they do show some things up. I like how the new boards are. They have the color screen and everything. However, it's okay. That's just my opinion. It's okay. Now, another thing you have to understand with these new MK3 control boards is you're going to have to power these up with your Maschine Plus. The Maschine Plus does not have enough power to run these boards, okay? So what I had to do is I had to get this, which is my iPhone USB-C cord, okay? I had to use this with this particular block because this was the only thing that could power the board up the right way. Okay, now if you want to use the MK3 boards, mine is the 61 key. I don't know about the smaller boards, but I know with my particular board, which is the 61 key version, I had to power it up. So yeah, you can't use no external power from the Maschine Plus. It's not going to be able to handle it. So you're going to have to use something extra. But hey, we got support for it. And also they threw in massive NKS2 support as well. Now, a big thing that they added in this update that I've been asking for a long time is they finally gave us MP3 support to import and export. We got it, y'all. We finally got MP3 support. Now, I've been trying to fight for this for a long time, and we finally got it. You can also import other file formats. You can do MP4, you can do FLAC, FLAC, and you can import OGG. But, I'm more concerned about the MP3 support. Now, another thing you will notice is a slight bit of a better performance with the Maschine Plus because they did a few things under the hood as well to make that a little more efficient. And they included Ableton Link over USB. So now with your Maschine Plus, you can use Ableton Link without using any Wi-Fi. Now, I know one thing a lot of you guys were asking for is stem separation. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it ain't happening yet. So that's gonna be most likely on a future update. Hopefully sooner than later. Hopefully. Now, to be honest with you guys, there was a few updates that I did want to see, but one of the biggest updates that I wanted to see was us being able to use the stretch feature after we chopped our samples. Now, the stretch feature works so good here on the Maschine Plus. Like, they don't have any type of artifacts. You can go up a whole bunch and come down a whole bunch on the tempo, and the audio sounds really good whether you're going up in tempo or going down. But it would be really cool if we can use the stretch feature on our chops. So if we chopped up samples, we can just keep the samples chopped up and apply the stretch feature across all the chops. I think that would be very dope. Now, there is workarounds around that. You can go ahead and make your chops first and then bounce it down and then, stretch it like that. However, I think it'll be cool if we can just go ahead and be able to use the stretch feature across all of our chops, just in case we might want to switch up the chops. You know what I mean? Oh, and another thing I almost forgot, a global transpose. Now, this is something I've been looking for. Maybe you guys may know where it's at, but I haven't seen it. Now, y'all know if I don't know anything, it's just best to ask questions. So if the community knows how to do a global transpose, where you can transpose everything at one time, please let me know. But for right now, I only know how to do it track for track. So am I tripping or what? Y'all let me know. But if they don't have it, that would be a good thing to add into the next update. But if they do have it, y'all let me know. I need to know now, like right now. And then I want to see what they're going to do with Contact 8. Are we going to be able to import our own third-party sounds into Contact 8? If they do that, that's going to be a game changer. Now, I know a lot of people saying the CPU and the RAM is not going to be able to hold it, but now with this new bounce in place feature, we might have a shot. Now, this update is actually pretty cool. It does work. Would it blow you away? Me personally, no. But they are giving some updates, and I can say that they are keeping their promise. Now, the timeline is a little off, but they did keep their promise with, the updates. Now, with these updates, we can kind of see what's going to happen in the future, and hopefully, some good stuff may come about. We shall see. So either way, the Ne Maschine Plus 3.3.1 update is here and is now available. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something from it. And like I always say, peace out.